French Open quarterfinals preview and predictions. Who will book last four spot? The French Open quarterfinals have been set. There are just 8 players remaining in each of the men's and women's draws at Roland Garros, with everyone just 3 wins away from a Grand Slam title. After a fascinating 9 days, we're left with a mix of familiar faces and those treading new ground, and 8 very difficult-to-call matches. Here we take a brief look at each encounter and offer a prediction as to who will come out on top. Just a second meeting for the pair, and a first on clay. Neither have been beyond this stage at Roland Garros. Keys will enter the match a firm favorite, and has experience on her side at this level, particularly after last year's US Open run. The American is playing well and should have too much for the Kazakh, who is really yet to beat a top-class opponent in Paris this year. Prediction: Keys and 2 Putintseva, 6-4-6-3 Konta, 6-4-6-3 Brady, 1-6-7-5-6-4 Wang, 6-4-6-3 Strykova Keys, 6-3-6-3 Vickery, 6-4-6-1 Dole Hyde, 6-1-7-6 Osaka, 6-1-6-4 Buzarensky head-to-head Putintseva 1-0 Keys rank Putintseva 98-13 Keys. The US Open champion may have experience on her side, but the Russian is very much suited to this surface. Both have enjoyed impressive wins, particularly in the 4th round, and there's really not a fat lot in this. I'm inclined to go for Kasatkina, though. Either way, it should be a cracker. Prediction: Kasatkina and 3 Stevens, 6-2-6-0 Russ, 6-2-6-2 Frank, 4-6-6-1-8-6 Georgie, 6-2-6-0 Konta Viet Kasatkina, 6-4-6-1 Kanepi, 6-3-6-3 Flipkins, 6-1-1-6-6-3 Sakkari, 7-6-6-3 Wozniacki head-to-head Stevens 1-1 Kasatkina rank Stevens 10-14 Kasatkina. This matchup has a familiar feel, with Zverev easing past Thiem in the Madrid Open final just a few weeks ago. The German has been through 3 consecutive 5-setters to reach his first Grand Slam quarterfinal, but will come unstuck if he continues at the general level he's at against the Austrian. Prediction: Thiem and 4. You can read our full-length preview for that match here. While Djokovic's presence in a 9th consecutive French Open final was not a surprise, Cecchinato's is a major shock. The Italian had never won a main draw match at a major prior to this one, and he's set for a debut in the top 50 after a fine run. Unfortunately for him, Djokovic knows his game well, having practiced together a lot in the past, and shouldn't have too many problems in progressing. Prediction: Djokovic and 3 Djokovic, 6-3-6-4-6-4 D. Silva, 7-6-6-4-6-4 Munor, 6-4-6-7-7-6-6-2 Bautista Agut, 6-3-6-4-6-2 Verdasco Cecchinato, 2-6-6-7-7-5-6-2 10-8 Kopel, 6-1-7-6-6-1 Runjlitai, 2-6-7-6-6-3-6-1 Carreno Busta, 7-5-4-6-6-0-6-3 Goffin head-to-head N. A rank Djokovic 22-72 Cecchinato. The Romanian played her best match of the tournament in the last 16, destroying 16th seed Elise Mertens, and is still rated as the favorite to win the event. 2-time Grand Slam winner Kerber has been something of a surprise package. She's into the quarterfinals at Roland Garros for just the 2nd time and hasn't dropped a set. Expect that to change against Halep, who I'd still expect to be too much for the ever-improving German on her weakest surface. Prediction: Halep in a tight 2 Halep, 2-6-6-1-6-1 Risk, 6-3-6-1 Townsend, 7-5-6-0 Petkovic, 6-2-6-1 Mertens Kerber, 6-2-6-3 Barthel, 6-2-6-3 Bogdan, 7-6-7-6 Bertens, 6-2-6-3 Garcia head-to-head Halep 5-5 Kerber rank Halep 1-12 Kerber arguably the toughest match to call. Both pretty much enjoyed an extra day off in the 4th round, with Serena Williams pulling out and Ligia Tsurenko forced to retire after 2 games, and therefore should be fully fit and firing heading into this one. Muguruza has been particularly ruthless and seems in the sort of mood where she goes on to win the tournament. Prediction: Muguruza in a very tight 3 Sharapova, 6-1-4-6-6-3 Hogenkamp, 7-5-6-4 Vekic, 6-2-6-1 Pliskova, W. O. Williams Muguruza, 7-6-6-2 Kuznetsova, 6-4-6-3 Faro, 6-0-6-2 Stosur, 2-0 Retsarenko head-to-head Sharapova 3-0 Muguruza rank Sharapova 33 Muguruza. Although Nadal is yet to drop a set, it's fair to say he's been far more trouble this time around than in 2017, and this is, on paper at least, his biggest test yet. Don't be put off by the one-sided head-to-head in Rafa's favor. Schwartzman is a scrappy competitor who loves the clay and has made his life difficult in the past. That said, this is still the king of clay at Roland Garros, and it seems futile to back against him. Prediction: Nadal in 3. Nadal, 6-4 6-4 7-6 Bolali, 6-2 6-1 6-1 Bela, 6-3 6-2 6-2 Gasquet, 6-3 6-2 7-6 Martyrer Schwartzman, 6-1 6-3 6-1 Hemery, 6-1 6-3 6-1 Pavlesk, 7-5 6-3 6-3 Korik, 1-6-2 6-7 5-7 6-6-2 Anderson. Head-to-head Nadal 5-0 Schwartzman rank Nadal 1-12 Schwartzman. Another fascinating matchup. Del Potro is enjoying a fine season, while Cilic is becoming something of a Grand Slam specialist. In many respects, it's a surprise the Argentine is competing at all after picking up a groin injury in Rome, but at this stage in any draw he's a serious danger. Cilic's record against the very best at majors isn't always convincing, and he hasn't enjoyed much success against the 5th seed in the past. The manner in which Del Potro took John Isner apart suggests he's in very good nick. He just about gets the edge. Prediction: Del Potro in 4. Del Potro, 1-6-6 1-6-2 6 Format, 6-4 6-3 6-2 Benetta, 7-5 6-4 6-1 Ramos, 6-4 6-4 6-4 Isner. Cilic, 6-3 7-5 7-6 Duckworth, 6-2 6-2 6-7 7-5 Hurkacz, 6-3 6-2 6-4 Johnson, 6-4 6-1 3-6 6-7 6-3 Fonini. Head-to-head Del Potro 10-2 Cilic rank Del Potro 6-4 Cilic. French Open Day 10 schedule, order of play with Djokovic and themes. Rafael Nadal admits he's at major disadvantage in race for world number 1. Maria Sharapova sends classy message to Serena Williams after French Open injury.